Okay, to add collisions to this, what we'll do is we'll go to our smoke source, and here where we were getting the geometry from Iron Man, press G. What we'll do is I'll just create a null here. So this is going to be my collision. So I'm going to say out smoke collision. And we'll also have a VDB version of this that we can use as a volume sample. So we'll create a VDB from polygons. Connect it here. We'll reduce the size to 0.01, something like that. And let's expand this a bit, 0.44. Next, I'm just going to copy this, connect this here, and this is going to be collision VDB. Okay, so that's done. Let's go up and let's go to our smoke sim, and here we'll create a static object. We'll point this to our collision object. It's going to be this. Let's turn on the forming, otherwise it won't move. And after this, we'll just go down here to collisions, and instead of a ray intersect, we'll have a volume sample, and we'll choose the proxy volume to be the VDB. Okay, and that's it. So if we look at the geometry that's going to be used for collision, we'll see that this is what's going to be taken into account. Now let's merge this into our sim, creating a merge. This goes to the left, this goes on the right. Okay, so just turn this on, this off. Remember, the merge needs to be collide relationship, left input affects right. Finally, we're all set. Let's go here to the smoke object. Just make sure that we lower the resolution quite a bit to 5. And also here on the Pyro Solver, I'm going to go to advanced and turn off OpenCL. I won't have enough memory to calculate this, so you need to turn off OpenCL. It's going to take a bit longer to calculate. And also let's also add a substep, because everything's going pretty fast, so one substep makes sense. Finally, we'll just create another geometry node that's going to be the actual render, smoke render. And as we've done this before, we'll use the DOP import fields. We'll point it to the network, to the DOP network, smoke sim, accept, and the DOP node is going to be the smoke object, and we want to import smoke. Of all the channels that this preset has, we're only concerned with density and velocity. We're not really worried about any of these extra ones. So having done that, I'll just create a file cache, and this I'm gonna put into sim, and let's say smoke, and that's basically it. So now I'm just gonna hit save to disk, and after it finish, it's gonna take a while, and once it's done, I'll render a flipbook of what we have, and we'll have a look at that in a moment. So the simulation is finished, and before we generate a flipbook out of this, let's go over to our render and let's add a volume visualize. We'll connect it here. This allows us to have just the ability to increase the density scale as much as we want, so we can actually see the effect better. So here on the density field, I'm just going to declare the density, and we get what we had before. And now on the scale, let's go up to 50. This right now just looks like kind of a blob. we also need some lighting to have some proper visualization of the smoke. So now let's go up, and I'm just gonna click here on the skylight. It's gonna add a sunlight and a skylight for us to be able to just quickly have a look at how this is developing. Let's turn on the lights. Maybe this version. This might be a bit too much. Maybe this one is enough. But we have a better sense of the volume of the smoke. If you think it's too much, the density, you can bring it down to 20 or something like that. But I'll keep it at 40 or something. And I'll generate a flipbook out of this, and we'll be right back.